Ladies and gentlemen, all right, listen up. Ladies! You've been through it all, haven't you? The early days of dating, when you're trying to figure out if he's really into you or just passing time. It's confusing, and let's be honest, we've all been there, wondering if he's saying the right things or just playing the game. But here's the truth. Love isn't always obvious at first glance. Sometimes the signs are subtle. They're not always fireworks and grand gestures. So how do you know for sure if he's the real deal? What are the actual signs that a man absolutely loves you? Well, stick with me for the next few minutes because I'm about to break it down. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what to look for. No more guessing, no more wondering. Whether you've been in a relationship for a while or you're just starting to get close to someone, these signs will tell you everything you need to know. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. If you've ever felt uncertain about his feelings, these signs will clear it up once and for all. Let's dive in and figure out exactly what love really looks like from a man's perspective. When you want to know if a man truly loves you, the first sign to look for is whether or not he shows up when it counts. This might seem like a simple thing, but it's one of the most powerful indicators of real love. You see, love isn't just about showing up during the fun moments, when everything's smooth and easy. Love is about being there when things get tough, when the world feels like it's falling apart, and when your emotions are all over the place. A man who truly loves you will show up in those moments. No questions asked, no hesitation, and no excuses. Life isn't always a smooth ride, and relationships go through ups and downs. We all go through challenges, whether it's career stress, family issues, or personal struggles. And that's when you really get to see what kind of person you're dealing with. It's easy to be there for someone when everything's going well, when you're having fun, laughing, and enjoying each other's company. But when life hits you with a curveball, that's when love shows its true colors. If a man loves you, he's going to be the person who steps up when things aren't easy. He won't just disappear or pull back when you're facing difficulty. He will stand by your side, offering support, comfort, and a listening ear. He won't leave you to handle your problems alone because he understands that relationships aren't about just sharing the good times. They're about supporting each other through the tough times too. And it's not just about showing up physically. It's about emotional presence. When a man loves you, he'll show up emotionally, even when you're feeling vulnerable or unsure. He won't brush off your feelings or try to tell you to just get over it. Instead, he'll be there to listen to you, to understand what you're going through, and to offer a comforting presence. It's not about fixing your problems or making everything go away. Sometimes just having someone by your side is enough to make you feel better. This kind of support isn't something that can be faked. When someone loves you, they don't just show up when it's convenient. They make an effort to be there when you need them the most, even if it means adjusting their plans, making sacrifices, or going out of their way. If a man truly loves you, he will prioritize you and your needs when life gets tough. He'll find a way to make sure you feel supported, cared for, and safe, even in the most challenging times. But this isn't just about crisis situations. It's also about the small, everyday moments when you need him. Maybe you're feeling a little down because of something that happened at work. Or maybe you're stressed out about something that's on your mind. If he loves you, he'll notice. He won't wait for you to ask for help or for reassurance. He'll sense that something's wrong and reach out to you, offering comfort or a simple gesture to make you feel better. It's the little things that count. A man who loves you doesn't need a big dramatic moment to prove his love. It's in the quiet ways he shows up for you, the text to check in on you after a stressful day, The cup of tea he brings you when you're feeling under the weather, or the way he listens intently when you share your thoughts and feelings. He's not just going through the motions, he's genuinely invested in your well-being. And sometimes showing up means being there in ways that might not be easy for him. It could be that he has to rearrange his schedule, put aside his own plans, or even face discomfort to be there for you. But that's what love is. It's about giving, it's about sacrifice, and it's about making the other person feel important, even when it's not convenient. If you're ever in a situation where you're not sure if a man loves you, ask yourself this. When life gets tough, does he show up? Does he step up and stand by your side, ready to face whatever comes your way together? Because if he does, that's a sign that his love for you is real. True love isn't about perfection, and it's not about being there for each other only when things are easy. It's about sticking together through thick and thin, showing up for each other, and offering support when it's needed the most. So, if he's showing up when it counts, that's a sign you've got something real, something worth holding on to. When a man truly loves you, he doesn't just talk about it. He shows it through his actions. One of the most telling signs of real love is the effort he puts into making you happy. It's not about grand gestures or flashy displays of affection. It's about the everyday things he does to make sure you feel valued and appreciated. A man who loves you will consistently put in the effort to brighten your day, to make sure you feel loved, and to nurture the connection between you both. This effort shows up in many ways, big and small. It could be the little things he does for you without being asked. Maybe he remembers something you casually mentioned weeks ago, like your favorite type of coffee or a hobby you love. He might surprise you with something simple yet thoughtful, like your favorite snack after a long day. It's the type of gesture that makes you feel seen, heard, and cared for. He's paying attention, and he wants to show you that you matter to him in ways that go beyond just saying the words. The effort a man makes to keep you happy is also about consistency. Love isn't about one big moment of passion or a single grand gesture. It's about how he treats you every day. A man who truly loves you won't just be nice to you when it's easy. He'll be there for you even on days when he's tired, stressed, or dealing with his own issues. It's the consistent small acts of kindness that build a foundation of trust and affection. He'll make time for you even when life gets busy. He'll listen to your concerns, validate your feelings, and make sure you know he's present and committed to your happiness. But it's not just about the material things or the surface level actions. The effort a man makes to make you happy goes deeper than that. It's about him genuinely wanting to see you succeed, grow, and be your best self. If a man loves you, he will encourage your passions and support your dreams. He won't feel threatened by your success or try to hold you back. Instead, he'll be your biggest cheerleader, cheering you on through your personal and professional milestones. He'll push you to be the best version of yourself because he genuinely wants to see you thrive. In a loving relationship, both partners contribute to each other's happiness. It's a mutual effort. But when a man truly loves you, he's going to take the initiative. He won't wait for you to ask for things because he's already thinking about what you need even before you voice it. He'll do things to make your life easier and more enjoyable simply because he cares about your well-being. It could be as simple as taking over a task that's stressing you out or offering a shoulder to lean on when you're going through a tough time. He'll recognize when you need a little extra support and make sure to step up without hesitation. This effort isn't just limited to the good times. A man who loves you will still make an effort during the challenging moments. Relationships are not without their struggles, and it's during the tough times that the depth of a man's love truly shows. If he's willing to go out of his way to make you feel better, even when he's dealing with his own struggles, that's a sign of real commitment. He won't withdraw or shut down when things get difficult. He'll stand by you and do his best to lift you up. A man who loves you is also going to make an effort to maintain the relationship. It's easy to take someone for granted once you're in a routine, but a man who is deeply invested in you will continue to nurture the relationship and keep it strong. He'll put in the effort to keep things fresh and exciting even after the initial sparks have faded. This could be planning surprise dates, finding new ways to connect, or simply making time for meaningful conversations. He'll work to keep the connection between you alive, making sure you both continue to grow together. In the end, the effort a man puts into making you happy is a reflection of how much he values you. He doesn't do it because he has to. He does it because he genuinely wants to see you happy and fulfilled. And if he's consistently putting in that effort, it's a clear sign that his feelings for you go deeper than surface level attraction. A man who loves you will make it clear through his actions, not just his words, that your happiness is important to him. If he's always putting in the effort to make you feel loved, cared for, and appreciated, you can be sure that you're in a relationship with someone who truly loves you. When a man truly loves you, one of the most important signs is how deeply he listens to you and makes an effort to understand you. Listening is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways a person can show they care. But I'm not talking about just hearing words. I'm talking about active listening, where he's paying attention, tuning into your emotions, and understanding the essence of what you're trying to communicate, even when you might not be saying everything directly. A man who loves you listens with more than just his ears. He listens with his heart and mind. This means he doesn't just wait for his turn to talk or for the conversation to be over so he can go back to his own thoughts. Instead, he genuinely cares about what you have to say, even if it's something small or seemingly insignificant. He values your opinions, your thoughts, and your feelings. And he's not just hearing your words, he's trying to understand what's beneath them. The unspoken emotions, the little things that might not be immediately obvious. When you share your thoughts or talk about your day, a man who loves you won't just nod along and move on. He will ask questions, show interest, and engage with what you're saying. He won't rush to interrupt or give advice unless you ask for it. Instead, he'll give you the space to fully express yourself. That's because he knows that communication isn't just about speaking. It's about creating an open space where both partners feel heard, understood, and respected. This kind of active listening shows that he's invested in not only hearing your words, but also in understanding your perspective. It means he values what you feel and what you think. It's the difference between someone who is passively involved in a conversation and someone who is truly engaged. Paying attention to your emotions, body language, and the deeper meaning behind what you're sharing. This depth of understanding is crucial in a loving relationship because it builds trust and intimacy. When you feel heard and understood, you're more likely to open up and share more, strengthening the connection between the two of you. Furthermore, a man who truly loves you will listen when you're vulnerable. Relationships are built on trust, and one of the most vulnerable moments in any relationship is when you're expressing your fears, worries, or doubts. Many people shut down in these moments, feeling uncomfortable or unsure how to react. But when a man loves you, he embraces these moments with empathy. He listens to your vulnerabilities without judgment, showing you that your feelings are safe with him. This can be incredibly comforting, knowing that your emotions are being taken seriously and that your partner is someone who will be there for you. Even when things aren't perfect, A man who listens well also makes an effort to remember the little things you say, showing that he's paying attention to the details that matter to you. Maybe you mentioned a goal or a dream you have, and he remembers it months later, asking about your progress or offering help. Or maybe you shared a concern that was bothering you, and he checks in with you, making sure you're okay. This shows that he's not just hearing you in the moment. He's taking what you say seriously and carrying it with him. It shows that he sees you as an equal partner in the relationship, valuing what you think and feel, and taking it into account in his own actions. In contrast, if a man is not truly interested in understanding you, he might tune you out or dismiss your feelings. He may interrupt you constantly, brush off your concerns, or only listen enough to respond with his own thoughts rather than truly taking in what you're saying. A lack of genuine listening and understanding often leads to misunderstandings and emotional disconnect, which can create distance between partners. On the other hand, when a man listens attentively and shows interest in your thoughts and feelings, it creates a sense of emotional safety and trust. Another key aspect of being truly understood is when a man makes the effort to learn more about you, not just on the surface level, but in the deeper layers of who you are. He will ask about your past, your fears, your dreams, and your desires, not out of obligation, but because he genuinely wants to understand you better. He takes the time to learn what makes you tick, what brings you joy, and what triggers your sadness or frustration. This shows a level of commitment to your relationship and a desire to connect with you on a deeper emotional level. So, if you ever find yourself wondering whether a man truly loves you, take a close look at how he listens and responds to you. Does he listen with empathy and understanding? Does he make an effort to engage in conversations that are meaningful and deep? Does he show interest in your emotional world, even when it's complicated or difficult? If the answer is yes, then you're looking at a man who is invested in building a genuine and loving connection with you, one conversation at a time. And that's one of the most powerful signs of love you'll find. When a man truly loves you, one of the clearest signs is his willingness to be open and vulnerable with you. Many people, particularly men, often struggle with vulnerability because it requires them to be emotionally honest, to drop the walls they've built around themselves, and to let someone else see the parts of them that are raw and imperfect. But when a man loves you, he's willing to share his true feelings, fears, and struggles with you. He understands that vulnerability isn't a weakness, but a strength that deepens the connection between two people. Vulnerability in a relationship goes beyond just saying, "I love you." It's about sharing the real, sometimes messy, parts of yourself that you might usually keep hidden. A man who loves you will feel comfortable letting you in on his fears, insecurities, and past experiences that have shaped him. This could be a childhood memory, a past heartbreak, or something he's struggling with emotionally. And when he shares these things with you, it's not just a way of unloading his emotions, it's a sign that he trusts you deeply and believes in the safety of your relationship. He knows that by being vulnerable with you, he's letting you see who he really is, and that's a big deal. By opening up to you in this way, he's showing you that he doesn't want to hide behind a mask of strength or perfection. He's allowing himself to be seen for who he truly is, flaws and all. And this is something not everyone is willing to do, especially in the early stages of a relationship or even after years of being together. Vulnerability takes courage. And if a man is willing to share his deepest thoughts and feelings with you, it's a powerful sign that he's in it for the long haul. He's not just interested in keeping things surface level, he wants to build a deeper emotional bond with you. This openness doesn't mean that he's constantly unloading his problems onto you or using you as an emotional crutch. Rather, It's about finding a balance between sharing and supporting. A man who loves you will be open with you when he's struggling, but he will also be considerate of your feelings and your emotional space. He won't put the burden of his problems entirely on you, but instead, he'll share enough for you to understand him better, and he'll trust that you'll be there for him when he needs it most. When a man loves you, he will also be open about his intentions for the future. Love is not just about what happens in the present, it's about where things are headed. A man who truly loves you will be transparent about his feelings for you and how he envisions the future together. He'll discuss long-term goals, such as marriage, family, or other important milestones, because he sees you as part of his future. He won't shy away from these conversations or avoid talking about commitment, because he's invested in building something lasting with you. If he's open about his future plans, it's a clear sign that he's taking the relationship seriously and wants to build a life together. Additionally, a man who loves you will be vulnerable in the way he expresses his feelings towards you. Love is not just about action, it's also about being able to express those feelings in words. A man who loves you will tell you how he feels, even when it's difficult or uncomfortable for him. He'll express his appreciation, admiration, and affection for you, not just through actions, but through his words as well. He won't hold back when it comes to telling you that you mean the world to him or that he's grateful for you being in his life. This kind of vulnerability can be hard for many men, especially if they've been hurt in the past or have built emotional walls. But when a man is able to open his heart and be honest with you about how much he loves and values you, it's a clear sign of his deep emotional commitment to the relationship. Vulnerability also plays a huge role in resolving conflicts in a relationship. If a man loves you, he will be open to discussing issues and resolving disagreements in a healthy way. He won't shut down, avoid the conversation, or try to brush things under the rug. Instead, he'll be willing to face the issues head on, listen to your perspective, and find a way to move forward together. He'll be open to apologizing when he's wrong and accepting responsibility for his actions, showing that he values the relationship more than his own pride. When a man is emotionally available and willing to be vulnerable with you, it creates a space for both partners to feel safe and understood. It builds trust and emotional intimacy, which are key ingredients in a healthy and lasting relationship. Vulnerability isn't about being perfect or never having flaws. It's about being honest, real, and open, even when it feels risky. And if a man is able to do this with you, it shows that he's genuinely invested in building a deep and meaningful connection. If he's willing to share his heart with you, then it's a sign that he truly loves you and values the bond you share. One of the most profound signs that a man truly loves you is how he makes you feel secure in the relationship. Emotional security is the foundation of trust, peace, and confidence in any relationship, and a man who loves you deeply understands this. He won't just say that he loves you, but he will show you in his actions, making sure you feel valued, safe, and assured about where you stand with him. When a man loves you, he does not leave you in a constant state of uncertainty about his feelings. You won't have to guess whether he's truly committed or whether he's planning to stick around. He will make his intentions clear, and he will reassure you regularly that he's in it for the long term. A man who loves you is not afraid to speak openly about his emotions and the future he envisions with you. He understands that a relationship thrives on transparency, and he wants to ensure that you feel secure in your connection with him. Whether it's through verbal reassurances or consistent actions that reflect his words, his goal is always to make you feel as though you are his priority and that your bond is strong and unshakable. This sense of security comes not just from the promises he makes, but from his ability to consistently follow through. Trust is built over time through repeated actions, and a man who loves you won't make empty promises or fail to meet the expectations he sets. He's not just interested in impressing you in the moment. He's committed to maintaining a level of consistency that helps you feel confident in his love. Whether it's being on time for important events, keeping his word, or being reliable in times of need. A man who loves you will show you that he can be counted on. And that's a huge part of creating a secure foundation for a relationship. This emotional security isn't limited to just how he treats you day to day. It also means he provides you with the confidence to express yourself freely and comfortably without fear of judgment or retaliation. A loving man won't make you feel small, insecure, or anxious about sharing your thoughts and feelings. Instead, he will encourage open communication, valuing your opinions, and making sure that you feel heard. He will make it clear that your voice matters, and he will prioritize creating an atmosphere where you feel comfortable being your true self. Moreover, a man who truly loves you will also ensure that you feel emotionally safe when you face challenges together. Life is filled with ups and downs, and no relationship is free from its share of difficulties. However, how a man reacts to tough situations plays a massive role in making you feel secure. A loving man will be your rock when things get tough. He won't run away from challenges or shy away from dealing with conflict. Instead, he'll approach tough situations with a mindset of collaboration and understanding, ensuring that both of you are working through things together. Whether you're dealing with personal issues, stress from work, or disagreements, he'll stand by you, offering support and solutions rather than adding to your worries. His commitment to navigating difficulties together reassures you that you are not alone and that your relationship is strong enough to handle any obstacles that come your way. When a man loves you, his actions show that he respects your emotional needs. He won't ignore the things that matter most to you, whether they are your boundaries, your concerns, or your expectations for the relationship. If something is important to you, he will make the effort to understand and honor it. His goal is to ensure that your emotional well-being is always a priority in his life. A man who loves you doesn't just care about how he feels, but he cares deeply about how you feel and works to make sure you feel secure in the relationship every single day. Additionally, the emotional security that comes with a man's love can also be seen in how he treats you when you're vulnerable. Love isn't just about the good times, it's about standing by each other when life gets difficult. A man who loves you won't let you feel vulnerable alone. He'll be there when you need a shoulder to lean on, and his unwavering support will provide you with the emotional security to face any challenges. Whether you're feeling down, anxious, or overwhelmed, he'll be there to provide comfort and help you through it, reminding you that you're not facing life's difficulties alone. A man who loves you will also make sure that you feel secure by building trust in the relationship. And trust is the cornerstone of emotional security. This trust isn't just about being faithful. It's about knowing that he respects you, values your relationship, and always has your best interests at heart. He won't betray that trust by engaging in behaviors that make you feel uneasy, such as lying, hiding things, or being secretive. Instead, he will be open, honest, and transparent, and he'll consistently demonstrate through his actions that he's committed to keeping your relationship healthy, strong, and trustworthy. The security that a man who loves you provides is what allows the relationship to flourish. It gives both partners the peace of mind to grow individually and as a couple. It gives you the emotional freedom to fully invest in the relationship, knowing that the other person is just as invested in keeping the connection strong. This sense of security nurtures a deep sense of trust, loyalty, and love creating an unbreakable bond that continues to strengthen over time. If a man goes out of his way to make you feel secure in every aspect of your relationship, it's a clear sign that he deeply loves and cherishes you. When a man truly loves you, one of the most noticeable signs is how he shows genuine respect for you as a person. Respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship, and it goes far beyond just being polite or courteous. A man who loves you will demonstrate a deep, unwavering respect for your thoughts, feelings, boundaries, and individuality. This kind of respect is essential in building a relationship that feels balanced, equal, and fulfilling for both partners. One of the ways a man shows respect is by valuing your opinions. In any relationship, there will be differences of opinion, but a man who loves you will never dismiss your thoughts or invalidate your perspective. He won't belittle your ideas or disregard your feelings just because they don't align with his own. Instead, he will listen to what you have to say, even if he doesn't always agree, and he will make an effort to understand your point of view. He understands that your opinions matter just as much as his, and he will never try to make you feel less than because of your views. Whether it's a decision that needs to be made together, a disagreement, or just casual conversation, he will respect your voice and encourage open dialogue. This respect also extends to your boundaries. A man who loves you will always be aware of and honor your personal boundaries. He will never pressure you to do something you're uncomfortable with, nor will he push you into situations that make you feel uneasy. He understands the importance of both physical and emotional boundaries in a relationship and ensures that they are always respected. Whether it's giving you space when you need it, understanding when you don't want to talk, or respecting your physical limits, a loving man will prioritize your comfort and well-being. He doesn't view boundaries as obstacles to intimacy. Rather, he sees them as crucial components of a healthy, trusting relationship. Respect also plays a key role in how he treats you on a daily basis. A man who loves you will show respect through his actions. Whether it's something as simple as valuing your time, being considerate of your needs, or showing appreciation for the little things you do. He won't take you for granted or treat you like you're unimportant. Instead, he will make you feel special and appreciated through his thoughtful gestures. This could mean showing up when he says he will, helping out with tasks without being asked, or offering support when you need it most. These acts of respect show that he values you not just as a romantic partner, but as a person deserving of kindness and consideration. A man who loves you will also respect your independence. While love is about closeness and togetherness, it's equally important to maintain a sense of individuality. A loving man understands that you have your own goals, dreams, and passions outside of the relationship, and he will encourage you to pursue them. He won't try to control you or limit your personal growth. Instead, he will support you in your personal endeavors and celebrate your successes. He understands that a healthy relationship involves two people who can grow both individually and together. His respect for your independence allows you to feel free to be yourself, and it creates a relationship dynamic where both partners thrive. One of the clearest signs of respect is how a man treats you in difficult times. In any relationship, challenges will arise and conflict is inevitable. However, a man who truly loves you will always treat you with respect during disagreements or tough times. He won't resort to name, calling, belittling, or manipulative behavior. Instead, he will approach conflicts with maturity, patience, and a desire to work through issues in a constructive manner. He'll be willing to apologize when necessary, admit when he's wrong, and listen to your concerns without becoming defensive. His aim will always be to resolve conflicts in a way that strengthens your relationship, not tears it down. This respect in difficult moments shows that he values the relationship enough to handle challenges with care and understanding. A loving man will also make sure to show respect in public and private. He won't criticize you in front of others or make jokes at your expense. Instead, he will always lift you up, making sure that you feel valued both in public and behind closed doors. Whether he's praising you for your accomplishments or simply showing kindness in everyday interactions, he will make sure you feel respected in every aspect of the relationship. This kind of respect strengthens the bond between you, ensuring that you both feel safe, loved, and appreciated at all times. Lastly, respect in a relationship involves trust. A man who loves you will respect your trust in him by being honest, transparent, and reliable. He will never betray your confidence or break your trust. Trust is at the core of respect. Without it, there can be no true respect in a relationship. If a man is honest and trustworthy, he will earn and maintain your respect over time. And this mutual respect creates a strong, lasting foundation for the relationship. When a man consistently shows respect in all these ways, it's a clear indication that he loves you. Respect isn't just about big gestures, it's in the small, everyday actions that show he values who you are as a person. Whether it's through how he listens to you, how he supports your dreams, or how he treats you in challenging times, respect is a non-negotiable component of love. And when you experience this kind of respect, you know that the love is deep, genuine, and built to last.